Hi guys, welcome to Mayway Gardening. Thank you so much for watching in on my channel. There's a lot going on in a short amount of time. This is my second year growing in this condo space, and it's an urban setting garden, and it is possible to grow in an urban setting. And especially if you have a condo. It is kind of small for gardening outside, like in ground gardening, but it's so possible and it's endless with the possibilities you can do with container gardening. So that's pretty much my methods for the front garden, and I'm gonna take a look at that this morning. Well, today with you guys. It was supposed to be a morning video, but it's an afternoon video at this point. But that's all right. We're getting it done. So I have a bunch to show you guys. Let's get into it before I start yapping. But we are in our front yard. Pumpkin, go inside before I start having to chase after the dog. So this is our front garden. We have, I believe, around 16 containers out front here. So you can see we have some 30-gallon containers and some all the way down to 5-gallon containers and 1-gallon containers. Pretty much all of these stackables are pretty much 1 gallon-ish per section, right? So I kind of take for that too. So there is around, I want to say 4 stackables, but 1 whole stackable, but it's not really a full stackable. But it's been taking pretty much all of my herbs like to the stars this year. They have been blowing up with growth. I absolutely love them. I'm just gonna kind of go to the front of our garden here so you guys can see everything, because a lot has changed. Like I mentioned in the last video, there was going to be a lot that was going to be changing. So you can see a lot has died down, a lot has kind of wound back. We will be harvesting this watermelon over here. So while I'm actually looking at it, let's look at the tassels, see if that dried down. It looks like it almost wants to, but not just yet. So this right here is what we're looking at. And this shows whether or not it's going to be ready or not. So once this dries up, that's when we know our pumpkin is ready. It kind of looks like it's almost there though. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for this watermelon, but it's getting huge. Look at this. I can't believe it. This is one of the biggest watermelons that I have yet. And this is a recyclable kind of net that I recycled from an old store-bought, probably oranges or something. But these are definitely reusable, and you can use them in your garden. That's what I've been using for my watermelon, at least. And this watermelon's looking great. So these bees are everywhere. There's so many honeybees, so many yellow jackets. There's a ton of different variety of bees. So over here, let me just take a look at our peppers here. So these are our, I believe, the Peter X peppers. So these are them right here. They are growing. Look at those in there. I'm sorry if it's kind of sunny right now. The sun is definitely out today. It's around 75 today. And this week will be in the 70s. So I'll probably be taking all these peppers out and preserving them along with all of these ghost peppers that are actually starting to turn color. It's just super exciting. Wow. There's so many in there. I didn't realize how many were in there, but there's a ton of ghost peppers in there, guys. Oh my goodness. Another bee. Bees are all over these peppers. They love them. So those are the peppers. I have some red cabbage as well. That is right here. I transplanted from the back from the greenhouse. So you can see those are transplanted, and actually one of them doesn't seem to be transplanting very nicely. So right here, it looks like it's kind of getting eaten up. But this one transplanted very nicely. And that is along next to our, so I separated a bunch of basil. So there's a basil in this pot and a bunch of Kentucky Wonder beans that are looking very nice. And also all of our pinto beans that are spread out in between. So those are definitely coming in. Looking forward to our pinto beans. I kind of spread those out in between the red cabbage here. So those are those. And then we also have Kentucky Wonder and Blue Lake beans. So those are producing still. They're still producing. They could do better, but you know what? It's their first year for beans. So honestly, they are doing just fine. The bugs love those leaves though. Absolutely love them. And if I sound sick, guys, I am getting over a head cold, whatever you want to call it, season change thing going on with me, but that's what's happening with my voice if you hear a difference. But so these strawberries I kind of put all in their own patch. You can see I've actually started a container for all the runners. So those are all coming in nicely. You can see the new growth on those. Oh my gosh. Actually, I didn't even take a look at those yet today, but look at how nice those look actually. So all of these are coming from this pot right over here. So that's really exciting to see that there's a whole nother pot of strawberries. This kale looks amazing. This is another second session grown of kale. And all of the snap peas behind there. Look at all those. I'll go on the other side. The sun is so out right now, thankfully, because the garden definitely needs it. But you can see they've started potting, so that's exciting. We will be having another session of snap peas here. Look at all those. Wow. I did not trellis them. I'm letting them kind of free fall and do their thing and grow how they would wish because it's the end of the season and I'm not being picky. That's how I'm doing it. This okra is doing really well. I've been pretty much harvesting off this okra since the start, you can see here. And along with this okra too, I just harvested a big one from here. Harvest it from down there, but you can see a bunch more coming in here. So the okra was also a success this year, along with our cherry hot peppers. So I did do a short of all the harvests. I'll probably do another couple of shorts because I have a couple of other videos, but this is our Mayway Sunday and we're getting into the end of the season, guys. So these are my Imperator carrots and Royal Chantney, I forget how you say that. But I put in some more carrots here because a bunch dried out. And you can see here in this pot, these are doing so well. So we'll definitely be having carrots in this pot. I might need to put this in less sun so they don't dry out as quickly, but they are growing, which is nice. I also put in my rosemary with my lavender, and it seems to actually be a nice pair. They kind of almost look alike, so that's kind of why I did it. And honestly, I wanted to put all my herbs together and things that I was going to be harvesting, kind of a bunch, and things that I wanted to overwinter in one pot or in the same pot. So this is kind of like my reason and gist of doing that, which is doing really, really nice. So very happy with that. You can see some lavender coming in here. And this lavender I got from a close nursery, and then the rosemary I started from seed or got from a nursery. So That's really nice. Also, these snap peas are growing in this pot too. They're growing right up this sunflower, which is also really nice. We have more sunflowers coming in. How beautiful those are. Wow. We have more of those. And a ton of marigolds too. So that's really nice to see. Everything's still kind of doing their thing, especially all these peppers. I was looking at this pepper before. This is our, I want to say it's a yellow banana pepper. So it's not yellow yet, but it is looking like it's going to be a nice pepper. And along with these sweet peppers too, I'm going to wait until they get a nice color. But this one on this side looks like it's starting up. So that's nice to see. This pepper is definitely starting up. Yeah, so those are all the containers. The okra in these containers really haven't done much, but they look like they want to start, so that's nice. You can definitely grow okra in a 5-gallon container. It is possible. That is something I've learned this year. So working our way into the garden, I will be taking this watermelon soon, probably in the next couple days, along with this other watermelon that is just hanging for dear life, and it is actually growing so nicely. Look at that. Another watermelon. This one is hanging from this trellis here, and you can see it's actually bending down. That's how heavy it is. But I think I'm going to be collecting that because you can see the tassel has actually come off of that. So, and actually on both sides. So I think this wants to get harvested. Not just yet, actually. This one has not dried up. So we will wait. This one, we're gonna wait for this to dry up, and then we'll harvest our big, nice watermelon here. Look at the size on that. It is resting on something back there. Not sure what, but it is a nice little, giving it a nice little bed. I'm pretty sure that was a cantaloupe. But hey, everything helps everything in the garden, to be honest. So look at this sage back here. This sage is doing really nicely back here next to our hyssop. I said something else last time, but that definitely was not right. This is a hyssop plant that I have been wanting for so long. I think I said alyssum last time. It's hyssop, and it's very beautiful, and I suggest everyone get it in their garden. It smells beautiful. I love the leaves, and I love the way it smells. You can use the leaves, you can use the flowers, all medicinally. Get you one of those. Oh, so this eggplant over here hasn't done much, but it has grown a little bit. Same with this okra. So the okra looks like it has some aphids on there. So if I squeeze those off, hopefully in the next couple of days, this okra will give me an okra, because that's what happened with the last okra that did it too. You can see there's a ton of aphids on there. But that is the garden. It's gonna do what it does. So all these tomatoes I'm gonna let blush. The rest that's in there. And the same with all these peppers. I'm just gonna kind of wait until the end of September to harvest any of these peppers and the rest of these things. So yeah, I'll have probably all of the, I want to say, artichokes harvested. If not, I'll probably leave this one, and I'll probably leave a couple of the cucumbers in here that are actually still producing, but I picked a bunch in my video, my harvest video, but there are still a couple in there, so I'm gonna let those do their thing. And same with the corn. The corn's coming in, guys. It's actually thickening up. Look at the corn in there. It's thickening up, so hopefully we'll have little mini corns. I know they won't be huge, but it'll be something. So that's really exciting to see. So that is it for our video. Oh, the sweet potatoes also are doing really well. So we'll be harvesting those at the end of September too. And a bunch of these eggplants in here too. There's a couple of eggplants that hopefully give us some eggplants. And the kale too over there. I made a bouquet with these beautiful zinnias. And the Brussels sprouts over here coming in slowly but surely. So that is something to look forward to as well. And that is it. The neighborhood's getting active. I'm gonna get this video cut and short. I think we kind of went over everything. Look at these strawberries I have to harvest. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So guys, that is it for our update, our Mayway Sunday update. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. There will be more coming in. Lots of harvest on our shorts, so stay tuned with that too. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great Sunday. Thank you guys. See you next time. Oh, and our squash is doing great. We also planted that in too. Our scallion squash and our broccoli that we planted in here. It's growing. Yay! So we'll be planting for fall, some more things for fall. All of our broccoli up here too, guys. And these lemon trees. Everything is slowing down but coming in. And also I forgot to mention this zucchini coming in here. We have another zucchini. Oh, so everything is producing, everything is coming in. These two artichokes haven't done much, but they'll do something in the future, hopefully, right? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more and have a great day. Bye.